Okay, let's see here. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm just going to see how far along the lag is. Hopefully it's not too bad. I know I'm a few minutes late. Okay, looks like about a 20-second delay. I wonder if... Welcome in, Shanika. Happy New Year. Oh, it actually looks like my thing wasn't in live. That's weird. You know, I've been finding sometimes when I join people's lives that it's not live, it's behind, and I have to go in and click the live. I never used to have to do that, which is weird. So, but it is what it is, right? YouTube be YouTubing. So, Happy New Year as well to you. Did you have a good New Year's? Did you do anything special? I just stayed in. I think I was actually getting ready for bed close to when it was New Year's, and I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, go to bed, and I hear my son say Happy New Year, and I'm like, nothing special. Let's see. We'll give a few minutes to join. Today's kind of, again, another mishmash. I was sitting here for a while last night, facing the other direction, facing the shelves, and realized like a lot of the stuff that I have back there is I figured I would show more on Whatnot, and some of the stuff I've already shown, or some of it, this is what I had a habit of, because when you're first starting out, at least it's what I did, and I think a lot of new sellers do it as well, is, you know, I didn't really have a following, so I was a guest seller to get my name out there, and to get my name out so people could subscribe and follow along for when I started having live sales on my channel. And so I would pick up items and I would think, oh, this would be great if I was on this person's channel, because I feel like sometimes when you go to some people's channels, you kind of expect that they're going to have certain things. Like if you watch Josie, she's going to have a lot of jewelry. But there's like Janice, she does a lot of craft stuff. If you go to Two Old Guys, they have glass and jewelry is kind of what I know them for. And so I would think like, oh, and so I would think like, oh, this will be good on this person's channel, and this will be good if I was on this person's channel. But I have to stop thinking like that and just show it here first. That's now that I have, you know, because again, at the time I wasn't doing regular sales, but now that I am, I just got to pull this stuff out, I think. So, because I was looking at a lot of it and I'm like, I've shown a lot of this, or I saved it for a certain, so I'll just have to re-show stuff, and, you know, because new people found me, so even though I've shown it before, maybe somebody will find it interesting now that didn't see it before. All right, let's see. I stayed in New Year's Day, but on the second day, it was my birthday. Oh, so January 2nd is your birthday? That was actually my grandfather's birthday. He was born in like the 20s or something. So you're probably not the same age. But yeah, that's so funny. I always knew after New Year's we would go see my grandpa the next day because it was his birthday. And then he got to the age where it's, you know, when you get to an age, and I feel like I'm at that age too, where it's hard to get from, because it's like they already have everything. I mean, when a guy's 90 years old, what could he need? So we used to just get him like lottery tickets. He used to use, if he thought of something, he would want to write it down. So he picked up a thing of Post-it notes one time, and he found it easier because he would leave Post-it notes like stuck all over his house. So that's what I would buy him too. Is I would buy, and one time I got him, you know, the ones they came out with that popped up, so you pull one up, and then so instead of being stuck like this, where they were all stuck over here, they were actually stuck like this. Let's see if I can do it. And they wouldn't have things, so they would connect together. Oh, I can't do it. Hold on, because it's not sticking now. But they would be like this, stuck opposite. And so when you pulled this one up, this one would stick up in the thing, so it was always ready for him to grab. And he loved that. That was like his favorite. But, and then actually I did one year get him, I got him this after he passed. It was given back to me, but mostly it does have a base, but it comes off. But I had it for his remotes, and he would put like his Post-it note here and pens here, but that's him. That's actually, so that's Lou when he was born. This was the day after he was born. And so that's my grandfather. And so this picture I always just called the meeting of the Lawrences, because, you know, I named Lou after my grandfather. So, and then this one was when Lawrence, he turned 2, and so he had his party. But so, you know, Lou is, his birthday's 12/27, and my grandfather's was January 2nd, as I just said. And he had just had his second triple bypass, which I don't know how, because he was the healthiest. He, like a salad with every dinner. He was, I don't know how he had the first triple bypass, like what's called, he didn't eat a ton of red meat. So I'm not really sure why that was, but he ended up having a second. And I remember my mother insisted on taking him to his doctor's appointments, because she knew if I took him, I would yell at the doctor and be like, why aren't you, if he had the first one, isn't this something you should be checking more normally, like, or more regularly than you would, or more often, I should say, than for someone who's never had one. So, you know, because what was he was 80 something years old. And so, so everyone came to Lawrence's birthday, but I also invited my grandfather's friends and more of our family, because it was a surprise party for him. So he came in and he didn't know. So it was, that was kind of nice. I got to surprise him that way. But I'll put that back over there. Oops, it's gonna fall. Okay. See, it broke. I have to glue that plastic piece back on. Someday I'll get to it. So, but yeah, so that's my grandpa. Because one of my, do you ever just have like favorite people? And it's not like you try to play favorites, but you just have favorite people. He was one of my favorite peoples. Oops. Sorry, I have, so I have my laptop on top of what is a cooling rack. So like if you bake something, you know, a cooling rack, because I don't want it resting on the mat that's on my desk because of the heat from the fan, right? Keeps it. So this was under it and it kept getting hit and the light kept turning on. So my magnifying glass. So, all right. Well, I've been yammering on for like 10 minutes. You think maybe I should sell something? Oops. I mean, it might be, it's probably what you're here for, right? Some, and, so everyone that paid, it went out. I had one person that paid after I had already gone to the postal. So, that one will go out on Monday. But other than that, they're all out. So everybody should have them, you know, I would say by middle next week, end of next week. Or this week, I mean, not next week. Today's Sunday. So that's good. I'm glad everyone will have everything. And for those watching on the replay, I am Al from Al's Full Shelf Shop. Let's see where I put it. Okay. So, remember how I said I should do a note and put it up here to see so I could be professional? Well, it's not up here, but I wrote one, so I remember what to say. Except this is, oh yeah, no, that's right. Why did I do that? Okay. So, hi Justine, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Hi Angela, welcome in. Thank you for coming. I appreciate everyone who comes. It really does mean a lot that you guys take time out of your day to come be with me. So all right. So I'm Al from Al's Full Shelf Shop. I ship from Massachusetts. I do use pirate ship, so you get the best rate. And I invoice at the end of the month, just so it gives you the opportunity to build a box, and you're only paying shipping once, so it's also saves you on shipping. And if you get something and say you need it for a gift, so you need it sooner, let me know. I can invoice sooner, so that you can have it sooner. I do have, you'll see I have pinned in the chat a drop form. So if you've not filled that out and you want to claim an item, please do that ahead of time. Just so this way I have your information and we know it's all good. And anyone who has filled it out, if you're not blue, put it, because I'm seeing the chat in EVMux, so I can't see who's blue and who's not. So if you filled it out and you're not blue, let me know so I can switch over to YouTube and fix that. Let's see. So my sales are Sundays on my channel. I do Sundays at 2 p.m., sometimes 2-ish, like today. And then Thursdays at 7:45 p.m. It's most Thursdays. I don't do it every third week. So I wasn't on this past Thursday, but I will be this Thursday. And my whatnots, I'll be returning in January after this is all straightened out. Listen, I know what I keep saying, but it's kind of been a kerfuffle over here. That's why my invoices went out couple days late, or 1 day late, because I was in bed most of the day not feeling good, and had some kind of bad stuff happen Friday night that sad. So, yeah, but I already talked with Lou and I'm like, we got to do this Tuesday. And then I just remembered I'm going to be a guest seller on Cajun Johnny again for his rapid fire round Tuesday at 1:15. So we're going to work on it on Wednesday. So that's really my only upcoming guest spot. But new this month, not today, I didn't have anyone sign up, but I'm going to start having guest sellers on my channel for my Sunday sales. My goal is to have like 2 per month. I thought that'd be nice in case, you might not have every week. But this month, I have Beauty Magic, Angela Isaac's coming, and Jane from Doggone Happy Jane Vintage and Antique. It's a really long name, but I just call her Happy Jane. And she is. Every time you see her, she's smiling. She's so happy. So I think her happiness it's infectious, and that's what needs to be infectious. So that's my guest this month. I'm pretty excited. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to click over and we'll get Angela. We'll get you blue. Let's see. Dee's blue and Justine. Okay. Let's see here. Oops. Let's go. Yes. Yep, I got yours. Okay. So we're going to make you blue. All right. So next time you chat Angela and Justine, you should click save. You should be blue. Okay. And Dee's already blue, and so is Shanika. Okay. So, all right. And, all right, so I'm going to get started now. Now that I officially started with my intro, right? Okay. So, let's see here. All right. I'm going to do... And very easy. Bidding increments are just $1. And if there's multiple people bidding, until someone says out, then that's when I'll kind of start the countdown. But if someone comes in before the sold, then it kind of opens up again, just so it gives different laggings. So I just want to be fair. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. I have like 5 different sweaters that are like this, and they're just in 5 different colors, and they're really comfy. And I got them all at the thrift store. Okay. These are, okay. So I have 2 really cute, now these are new old stock. And so these are Avon. Yeah. So they're Avon, they're aftershaves. They're same scent, and they both still have the liquid in them. So if this is something you collect, but you're like, I don't want the liquid, I'm happily dump it out for you. I'm going to tell you, it does not smell pleasant, and it's probably because this is from like the 60s, 70s. They old. Well, older than me. So, but I love the boxes. I never realized so I sold Avon, but it wasn't until like in the 2000s, like later in the 2000s. And they were all just plain boxes. These are really fun boxes. So this one's really cute. You've got the Avon Barber Shop, the Avon Barber Pole. So, and this is glass. I don't want to assume it's milk glass, but that's what I think whenever I see white glass. But maybe not all white glass is milk glass. But the cover is that's plastic. But I think that's how most Avon bottles were, is the covers were plastic. So that's the first one. And I'm going to show you, because this is quite the scene. So here's the one side. And then you've got the front there. Look at those stashes. Oh, man. Then look at all the... This would be neat for someone. Is that a chamber pot? Oh, it's a spittoon. It's a spittoon. This would be neat. And then on the back, it just talks about... look at that. You go to your barber for a toothache? That's interesting. Oops, let me get this over here. So this would be interesting for someone who crafts. So here's where it's sealed. You take like a X-Acto knife and go down and then fold it out. And obviously you wouldn't need this, or maybe you could leave it, but have that be like a scene and just make some kind of scene with it. That'd be really fun. Or frame it even if the creases weren't so bad, and put that in your bathroom. That would be fun. Okay. And then the other one. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. I think. Oh, so just on the insides of the flap, it says, flammable until dry, keep out of reach of children, and to preserve the handsome finish of your decanter, take special care during use to avoid spilling contents onto sides. And it says, when empty, rinse interior carefully. Your handsome decanter is ready for display. And this even says the same thing. When empty, wash thoroughly. Your handsome decanter is ready for display. So this one's kind of fun. This was the chess piece, and this is the bishop. So when I was looking this up, they have like the rook and the knight and the king and that, so you can get like the whole set, which is really neat. So this part is glass, and this is actually, is that metal or plastic? That's just plastic that looks metal. But that's neat. So you could, and again, if you like these, happy if you and you don't want the liquid, happy to dump it out. But the box isn't as fun as the Barber one, but they do the checkerboard like you would play chess. So I'll put that back in. So, yep. So those are the two choices. All right, and we'll set those aside. Ooh. Okay. So what do I want to show next? I went out of order, so. Okay, so. And we will show that. Okay. So, all right. So this one is, so I have this really cute Greek vase, and this is red clay. So here's the one side. I'm just going to pull this closer so I'm not stretching my arms. The bag on my table is moving. And then here's the other. So you've got this scene with the Greek people. It looks like these two are going out on a date, and then this guy's like, hey, can I tag along? It's like the little brother who wants to tag along. Only he's got his shoes on. So he's ready to go. These two aren't even ready to go yet. But, and then here's the bottom. Sorry, I'm just nervous it's going to fall off. Okay. Sorry about that. So made in Greece. And we've got the kind of top here. Show the whole thing there. And this is 6.5 inches tall, and then the widest is 3.5. And this is a made in Greece pottery piece. So you're really into collecting Greek artifacts and such. Nice display piece. Have on your shelf. I thought that was really neat. So set that one aside. Oh, did I not put this one down? Let me see. Oh. Okay. Okay, this one is really neat. I found 0 matches. They kept saying it was a cast iron doorstop, and it's not. Now, I do have it in the original box here. And what this is so this actually had like alcohol in it. So this was this, or I don't know if it was or still is, because when I looked it up, the only place I could find this was on like a website, the website for the restaurant that showed like the menus and everything like that, and had all these pictures of the place. So I'm not sure if that restaurant is still open or if it was just a website about the restaurant. So, but it's Doug's West Indies, home of the original Blue Mai Tai. It's a Polynesian American Cantonese cuisine, and it's in Carson City, Nevada, which Carson City always makes me think of Bonanza, because that's where they always went, you know. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. So, oops, the wrong way. So, we have here. So, this is the display piece here. I'm going to show the back. Show the back here. You can see. Oh, they have the largest collection of authentic maritime antiques in Nevada. So that's the back of it, and you can see it's from 1974. And so here, oh, let me get the top, because I do have the top. Now, I will say the cork is kind of, I don't know if it was meant to be that short. Oops, let me put this the correct way here. Let's see. But I just thought this was really neat if you're into collecting different decanters, or if you're into collecting maritime items or old, ship things. If you know those bottles that lay on their sides and they have those ships in them that you always wonder, how the heck do they get those in there when the opening to the bottle is like this big, but the ship is this big? Yeah, if you collect those, this would be cute next to it. So it just is. I'm trying to not cover stuff because I want you to see it all. But I just thought it was really neat. And this is, this comes out about 7.5 inches across this way. And let me check the height here, including the top piece that I'm sure is often missed. I thought it was amazing they still had it. Is about 6 3/4. 6 3/4 to the top here. So that's a really fun piece. But I'm gonna put this away here very carefully. Oops, that's not the way to do it. There we go. That fits in better that way. Okay. This way? Yes. Okay. So. Okay. So we showed that one. And now I have. Hi, Angie. Welcome in. Let me see. I'm gonna make you blue. I'm trying to get everybody who's filled out the jot form blue. That's like my goal. That's my 2026 goal. I think Lisa did too. If not, I have her information anyways. From all those invoices she sends me, from all the good stuff she finds. Okay. So let's see here. All right. We're going to pass on that one. Now let's see. Okay, let's do, where is this? Nope, right in here. Okay. Okay, so what I have here, let me just take out my inventory sticker here. And, oh, I highlighted the wrong one. Well, Lisa says, hi, everyone. Okay, there we go. So what I have here is a very sweet, I'm going to show you the bottom here. So this is from the Ocean House in Atch Hill, Rhode Island. I feel like there should be another letter there, but that's what it shows. So this is actually handmade in North Carolina, mountain pottery, but it's, I guess they must maybe make it for the Ocean House. It's going to be my guess. I really couldn't find a lot on this, but it's just a cute little picture. You could put a little, you know me, put a little plant in it, have it sitting up, you know, by your sink to throw your rings in before you wash your dishes. So this is 3¼ across and about 2½ tall. Just a really cute little piece. And I love the blue on it. It is a really pretty color, and it is glazed on the inside as well. You could use it as a little vase if you wanted. So, but all right, and we can pass up that one. And I'll show my last month. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. So next I have, where'd it go? Hiding. So this is called the Birth Month Mini Dish. It's by an artist, Ellen Bartfeld. And now I guess, so currently she does still make them, but if you order from her, they're $44. So, I mean, they're really, really beautiful, and she does, they're all handcrafted. So this is, it's stained glass. Now this is supposed to, this is it's sapphire and represents September, but to me it looks cobalt. So if you buy it, you can call it whatever color you want. I don't judge. So this is handcrafted with stained glass, and it's crowned with a line of these beads and crystals, which is, and it's threaded, that are threaded on copper wire. And it has this semi-precious stone right here in the middle. And it is like a lead, and then it's all soldered on, and that is, of course, lead free. So, and this is like, this does bend, it is a wire, so you could, you know, kind of do with that as you will. But it's just a really beautiful piece. It's 3½ across. It is little. This would be nice in a on your windowsill, leaned up, and then having the sun come through. But let me see if I can't. So, but, and I just loved that the little bead there. So it's like shiny here, but on the outer edge, it's matte. So very, very pretty. Just a cute little dish. You could have it with you when you drink tea and put your tea bags in it. So there's that one. Hi, Jessica. Welcome in. Oh, thank you for sharing me out. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good New Year's. I know I just realized it's the first show since 2026. Because I feel like New Year's was, which it was technically last week. Sunday starts the new week, but it feels like it was so long ago. Even though it was only like 4 days ago. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for popping in. And thank you for the thumbs up. I know I always forget to ask. Please give me a thumbs up. Share me out. I appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. And so at the end of the sale, I'm going to ask if you guys can leave a comment after because it does help me out. But I'm going to, and you can leave any comment you want, but I'm going to ask a question of you guys to think about. And so you'll answer the question in the comment after the sale, not during the sale. And then everyone who answers, because I think I have that wheel thing like a lot of people do. So you can put your names in there. I just think that's really fun. So, a way to give back and say thank you. So we'll put you in and put you on the wheel and win a little something off your order for that week. So, hi, Kat. Welcome in. Well, for that invoice, right? Okay. Thank you for joining me. All right. So, these cards I'm going to set aside because I showed all of those. And let's see. What do I have next? Okay. Oops. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Show. Okay. All right. So, all right. I have this set. So these are metal. And I think these can be used indoors or outdoors. I think these would be cute actually in a bathroom along the wall. You could put little plants in there. But these are different sized hanging wall baskets. And so they have that kind of front. And these are they're just like a cream color, but it is painted. So if you wanted to paint this a different color to match your bathroom better, you could do that. So you have this set of 3. It's a little hard to show here. They're the different sizes. So you could hang them like this, with the, let's see if I can do this. Oops, let me come back. So the different sizes kind of graduating. Or you could put them next to each other or going large to small. I mean, endless, options for you. So let me get you measurements here. I'm just going to push this back. Okay. So the first one is, the largest one is, it's 8 inches from the tip to here, but the basket is 5¼ inches. So from the bottom here to the top is 5¼ Let's see. And the middle-sized one, from the very bottom to the top of the basket is 4¾ and to the top here is 7 inches. So from the bottom here to here is 7. And then for the smallest one, from the bottom to the top of the basket, we have 3 3/4, and then to the top of where you would hang it from is 5 3/4. So, we have that set. They're plain on the back. They just have the little stickers that say made in China. But yeah, don't let the color fool you, because if you don't like the lighter color, you can absolutely paint these. Or if you like it, but say you wanted to paint where the leaves are a different color, you have that option as well. Just a really neat, and these can be used inside or outside. So could be cute on like your front porch with some things coming in. I think these would be cute as planters because they have the kind of plant on it. But you could also do things like, Q-tips or cotton balls, or having like washcloths or something in the larger one. And maybe like your makeup pads in the, those circle pads, the cotton rounds as I'm thinking of. But I use reusable ones, have those in there. So they're kind of at the ready, but a lot of different options there. Okay. So we're going to set those aside. Don't know where to put them. I need to move. I was trying to research this and I was not having some good luck because it keeps calling it a soup tureen and it's not. So I couldn't put this in today's. This is for another sale preview, another sale. I got to find some better places. Let me just put this aside here. Okay, that's a little better. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shanika. Okay, so last week, so this is the reason my invoices were out. So the 31st, we went a little bit, the 30th went a little bit late on Angela Isaac. So I was just like, I'm not starting invoices. I'll start them in the morning. Well, let me rephrase that. Invoices had been started because I started them, all along. I do them after each sale. But it was like the wrapping, the bubble wrapping and packaging up and getting the shipping price and stuff. And for some reason, my stomach was bothered. It was like weird. Did you have a weird feeling in your stomach? Like nauseous, but knew you wouldn't get sick, but it was like there was something turning in your stomach. It was weird. And then I laid down. So I spent most of the day in bed on the 31st. Lou and I we came down to the couch, watched a movie, and just kind of did our New Year's thing or whatever. But, and I didn't really eat much. I think I had like some of those flat pretzels and some crackers. And then that's what made me feel better, was just having like that little plain. And then the 1st is when I started working, doing the packaging and stuff. But then I didn't finish sending the invoices until like, 1, 2 a.m. on the 2nd, because my stomach started feeling the same way again. Oh, okay. So, and I'm like, but I didn't really eat anything, so it couldn't have been anything that I ate. So I was really thrown off, and I don't go anywhere. I'm mostly home. So that's, yeah. But I'm not feeling that way now. So I thought it was maybe some kind of 24-hour thing. So it's probably viral. Yeah, the only thing that's worse about viral stuff like colds is that there's not really medicine for it. Like if you had a bacterial infection, they give you antibiotics. So at least but it's hard when stuff is viral. But yeah, I hope that gets better soon. Do you work from home or do you go into your job to work? I know where I worked since COVID happened, if someone does have like little sniffles or even just a little bit of a cough, even if they just think it might be allergies, they mask so that, because there's less than 20 of us at our job. So they'll mask up to kind of help stop spreading it because it spreads really quickly in there. So, all right, I'm going to set these aside. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, you have to go into work. Okay. So now, so have you found it's been going around work, or do you think it's from, like if you go to the grocery store or something? I have like packets of, I keep these like in my car and in my purse. And when I'm done, as soon as I get in my car, that's the first thing I do. And I do the steering wheel and the inside of the door and my key and the lock, because you got to hit the lock. And I do my credit cards because I have a germ thing. Okay, let me show this. I feel I've been very chatty today. Sorry. And sorry, that was supposed to be. Okay. So we'll do that. Now, see, I figured out how, well, I didn't really figure out how to get my ticker along the bottom instead of being up. I asked Johnny how he does it. Except when I highlight a comment, it then pops it up, which is like, that's what I didn't want. I want to say at the bottom so you can see more. But, okay, so I have this cute little set. And this is, again, something I was thinking about, like, for crafters, because I think you could do a lot. So you've got the cute little lemons, and you have, so Kim's key lime gourmet cookies, right? Oh, those actually sound good, dipped in white chocolate. I love white chocolate. But I thought for crafters, you could put something here and leave, like, the lemon with the bow. And I guess you could put something down here, too, to kind of cover that up. And then, there's the set is this one here. And again, this one's a little more basic, but again, you could put something over here. You know, you could Mod Podge something over it, or if you have like a resin or something that you could just stick on there, and maybe it made it like a little 3D that popped up. And then you can use these, you know, to store stuff. But I loved the, it was mostly the lemons that kind of pulled me in. But yeah, so let me get you a measurement here. So the big one here is 6.5 inches across. And then the little one is just a smidge over 5.25. So you get the two, and they do still have like these stickers here, but if you didn't want them, I have the Goo Gone that I can put on there and get rid of them. Just let me know. And then if I can open this back up. So, and they're very clean inside, which is nice too. So we'll set this aside. And just a couple more. I didn't pull a lot today because, like I said, I was kind of struggling with that yesterday and last night. I showed those. All right, so I've this okay. So I have, this is a really nice this is one of those like all-in-one game sets. Oh, it even has a brand there. Old Century. But this is wood. So it's wood all over. The bottom is felted, so you can put it on your oh, I'll get that off. Ooh. So you can put it like on your coffee table and not worry about it scratching it. So you have the backgammon board, and then you have the checkerboard. And what it comes with, now that I mix some up, so you have the checker pieces, and they are, instead of red and black, you have the dark brown wood and the light brown wood. And then you have the chess pieces, which are again the dark brown and the light brown. You have these fun dominoes, and these are cute. They are 1¼ inch by 1/2 inch. They're really cute. Oop! Dropped it on my keyboard. So, and then you have, I think this is cribbage, right? This part's not open, but you can hear the little pegs in there. And then you have the two kind of shakers here with the 2 dice. And then you have some other dice. So you have 2 other small ones that are the same as the brown. And then you have this one that has the numbers. Ooh. So I'm going to guess this is for a specific game. Let's see. It has 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. Oh, so it doubles like every time. So I'm not sure what game that's for, but that's interesting. See, Lou would just want to keep that. He loves collecting dice for some reason. And then the other dice have the card. So you have the diamonds and spades. And then the other ones look like that. The jacks and the queens there. That's cute. Again, I don't know what that's for, but if you're a card player, you probably know. And then the other thing it has is a deck of cards. The jokers look like clowns. Fair warning in case you don't like clowns. Okay. So now this piece is, so this is 13 inches here, but the game board, that's obviously a little smaller. That is about 11¼ so a little smaller. That's one whole set, and I do have the original box for that too, that I can send that in if you would like that, in case you want to gift it. But oops, something's sticking up. And all the chess pieces are there, and all the checkers are there, and so, but yeah, so that's a nice set. Okay, so we'll pass on that, and then let's see. The last thing I have is these are going to be okay, so these are going to be a buy it now for $4 choice. I have 8 of them. Some are the same and some are different. So you just have to, so you put in the 4 and then just let me know which one you want. These are the vintage sugared fruits. So this one is a pear, and obviously has the leaf there and everything, which is really nice. And then let's see, I have one, and then here's a second one. Oops. This one does not have the extra branch and leaf. Still very cute. I know these can kind of go for crazy, but I got them on a really good deal. Okay, then I have, okay, so this is an orange. Darker orange? I don't know. We'll just call this darker orange because I have no idea what that would be. And then I have, okay, so then I have 3 apples. We have this one. And these are all in amazing condition. This one that has like a T kind of branch where it just goes straight. It has the leaf. And then there's this one that has like a split branch. Oops, sorry, a little dust on there. Get that off. And then the last one I have is a pomegranate. And look, they even put the little beads in there. It's not filled. It's probably must have been hard to get it in there, which is why they couldn't do the whole thing, but that's still pretty neat. So yeah, I know people like to decorate with these, and they're kind of fun to put out. So, but yeah. So we'll do all that. I'm going to pop these away. And again, if you know what this is, I thought it might have been I think it's called a palmetto. Palmetto. But I'm saying it sounds like a D, but it's spelled with a T. But I thought those were bigger. So, the exotic fruits. Okay. So, that was, oh, I had a platter. Okay, that wasn't my last. I have one more. Let's do it. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. I have, this is from Royal Jackson. Fine china. And it is this beautiful, which sometimes you look at these and it's hard to tell which is the top and the bottom. I think this is the bottom this way. I guess it could go either way though. Beautiful. Oh, maybe those aren't roses. I think this is a dogwood. What's that? Actually doesn't kind of look like a rose. So we'll say a floral serving plate. But really, really pretty. Let me get you a measurement on that. And this is 15.5 across. And sorry. I just have Too much stuff here. And then 11 this way? That doesn't seem right. Yep, that's right. Okay. That's a really big platter. Now I'm going to pull you forward again. So it's got a really nice gold trimming. There's no wear on the gold at all. It's all intact. It's even on the outer. So it's not just here, but it's also on the outer part too. Let me check that before I say if there's any. Yeah, there's not really. There's no wear on the outer part too. So nice color. This would be nice to put if you're going to someone's house, make some little sweet treats to put on there, and then you can gift them, the hostess, the platter as a gift. So, all right, so we'll set that aside. Okay, so, if you're watching on the replay and you see anything that you are interested in, you can go ahead and email me. Let's see here. There's my email. I'm fullshelfshop@gmail.com. I want to thank everyone for coming in today and spending some time with me and seeing all the interesting things I have. So again, I do invoice at the end of the month, and I use Pirate Shipper Shipping from Massachusetts. I'll be back next Sunday with my guest, Unimagic. Unimagic is my guest next week, and I will be on this Thursday. Not sure if I'll be having a sale or just kind of a chatty thing, perhaps. If I get a chance to go through all this, I can find some stuff. Absolutely. I kind of didn't intend for Thursdays to always be a sale. I thought it could be, something doing like a thrift haul or just a chill and chat or, unboxing or something. I've been so busy. I think I have about maybe 12 or 14 boxes to open up. It's pretty bad. And I have 2 down here from Whatnot that are all like mini items. And unfortunately, they all come with a packing slip. But not all of them have the name of the item. It'll say like random mini number 1, random mini number 7, depending on which one. So I've got to like rewatch it just to make sure I got everything. And that's going to take some time. But I got those little mini things to go on my mini tray, the printer's tray. And so that's going to be fun, but that's going to take a while. So, and I think that's about it for today. Oh, okay. So here's your question. So, and again, this will be after the sale is over. Leave your answer in the comment below. And then, so for everyone who answers, then what I'll do is next week, I'm going to figure out how to do, I don't know if we'll do the spinning or maybe I'll just put your name in and draw a name from a hat or my handy dandy box. And, we'll figure out how it's going to work. But, and then you can win a little extra. So the question is, which hobby would you like to spend more time doing? And if you don't have a hobby, I'll add this. If you don't have a hobby, is there a hobby that you're interested in doing and would want to start? Last night, I discovered people bedazzle book covers, and I went down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos. And I was up really, really late until 4 or 5 this morning watching videos of people bedazzling book covers. And I'm like, oh, this could be so fun. But I feel like I'm one of those people that I buy all the supplies to do the craft and then I never do it. So I'm like, I can't do that again. But so that's your question. And you don't have to answer either. You can just leave a hello or maybe leave your favorite item that you liked. Or if you're looking for anything, also email me and let me know. I'm happy to keep an eye out for things. But that's going to do it for me today. Again, thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. And I will see you. Let's see who's on right now. Let's see who's live. We'll send you over to someone. All right. Oh, you know what? Since I just asked that question about your hobby, well, hobbies aren't always crafts, but some hobbies are just, maybe your hobby is reading books or hiking. I don't judge. Your hobby's your hobby. But if you like crafts, Margie's on. She's doing like kind of a craft with us. You can go in and they're crafting and you can chat. Maybe, she'll answer questions about her crafts. And I know Michelle Noel Creations was on. She's making her jewelry. You could watch that as well. But just go ahead and head over there if you would like and tell them I sent you. And everyone have a great week, and I will see you Thursday night.